Hi, my name is Lai. How are you today? I'm good. Today, I want to teach you lesson 23. Lesson 23. What are your job skills? What are your job skills? Today, we are going to review can and able to your ability. Can and able to ability. We will also review the present continuous tense. First, let's learn some new vocabularies. First, let's learn vocabularies. Vocabularies. I have chairs, desk, tables, bags, hammer, nails, a saw, screwdriver, a plumber, an electrician, a broom, Again, chairs, desks, tables, bags, hammer, nails, a saw, screwdriver, a plumber, electrician, a broom. Next. Next, let's begin with can for ability. Take a look at some more examples. Again, can. Example: a carpenter, a carpenter, carpenters can build a house. A carpenter can build a house. A pilot can fly a plane. A pilot can fly a plane. Again, a carpenter. A carpenter can build a house. A pilot can fly a plane. Next example: a teacher can help a student. A teacher can help a student. A teacher can help a student. Next, a carpenter A carpenter can build a house. A pilot can fly a plane. A teacher can help a student. Next, negative can is can't. It can't. Negative can it can't. Negative. Again, can. Example, can or cannot. Can or cannot. Example, Larry. Larry isn't a jack. Isn't a jack driver. Because he can drive a jack. He can drive a jack. Again, can negative can is can or cannot. Example, Larry isn't a jack driver. He can drive a jack. Again, a carpenter. A carpenter can build a house. A pilot can fly a plane. A teacher can help a student. Can or cannot. Example, Larry isn't a jack driver. He can drive a jack. Next, the past form of can. The past form of can. The past forms of cans. The past form of can is could. Past tense. Past tense. The past form of can equals past tense. Negative is couldn't. Negative is couldn't. Again, the past form of can is could. Past tense negative is couldn't. Next example. The fireman. The fireman couldn't save the house. The fireman couldn't save the house. Again. The fireman couldn't save the house. Next example. A plumber could. The plumber could work. The plumber could work 10 hours. The plumber could work 10 hours. A day when we was a day when we when we was when we was 30 30 we were 30. Again, the plumber could work 10 hours a day when we was 30. Again, the past form of can. Could, past tense. Negative is couldn't. Example, the fireman couldn't have trees. The fireman couldn't save the house. The plumber could work 10 hours a day when we was 30. Next. Next, now let's review able to. Here's some example. I have example. Carpenters are able to. Carpenters are able to make desks and tables. Make desks and tables. Again, carpenters are able to make desks and tables. Next, seamstresses is able to make dresses. Is able to make dresses. Able to make dresses. Again, our seamstress is able to make dresses. Again, able to. Next example, carpenters are able to make desks and tables. A seamstress is able to make dresses. The negative of able to the negative of able to is isn't or aren't able to or aren't able to or aren't able to. Next, as phrase again, the negative of able to is isn't or aren't able to. Next example. Example. A truck driver isn't able. The truck driver isn't able to fly an airplane. to fly an airplane. Again, a taxi driver isn't able to fly an airplane. Next example, the doctors. The doctors. The, the doctors. The doctors aren't able to drive taxi. The doctors aren't able to drive a taxi. Again, doctors aren't able to drive a taxis. Carpenters are able to make desks and tables. A seamstress is able to make dresses. The negative of able to isn't aren't able to. Next example, a taxi driver isn't able to fly an airplane. The doctors The doctors aren't able to drive a taxis. Next, notice that. Next, notice that. Notice that the past forms of the past form of is or are. The past form of is or are able to the past form of is or are able to are was were able to was or were able to. Again, the past form of is or are able to are was were able to. Next, the negative past forms. Next, the negative past form. The negative past form. The negative past form of isn't able to. Isn't or aren't. Stories aren't. Aren't able to. Unable to are wasn't was is to are wasn't or weren't or weren't able to. Again, notice that the past form of is or are able to are was were able to. The negative past form isn't or aren't able to are were are wasn't or weren't able to. Next, Next, occupations. Next, occupations. Occupation. Next, occupation. Present continuous. Present continuous. Present continuous. Present continuous. Occupation present continuous. Next, we will review each present continuous. Next, I have form. Form of the present continuous. Form of the present continuous. Form of the present continuous. I have is, or, are, in, ing. INGs. Again, form of the present continuous is, are, or ing plus ings. Example. The plumbers. The plumber is fixing. The plumber is fixing the sink. Others. The sink. Again, the plumber is fixing the sink. Example, the plumber is fixing the sink. Again, occupations present continuous. Form of the present continuous is, or, are plus ing. Example, the plumber is fixing the sink.